it hurts. Throwing right side, incomplete, and a flag. Flag for the contact with Rock Ya-Sin.
It's an offensive foul. You want to call a foul, it's an offensive foul. Wow.
It's certainly hand fighting, but not even not even at the level we've seen. Rock Ya-Sin thought it may have been going the other way as well. And he played a good game tonight.
Sure.
Welcome to I Disagree With.
I know you ain't just say that. You gonna say that right now? You gonna say that right now?
The Dallas Cowboys are gonna win the Super Bowl. What? Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones' team, is gonna win the Super Bowl. So what? Just my thought. Carry on. Man. What's up, beautiful people? How you doing, beautiful people? Boy, let me tell you, I miss y'all. I miss y'all, I really do. Man, I miss y'all, bro. Listen. A lot went on this weekend when it came to sports. A lot has taken place. Now, like we always do, we're going to get into these college rankings in some of these college games. Now, let's kick this thing off. I'm currently looking at the rankings for the week of 13 NCAA football, right? I spy with my little eye USC. Now, I'm confused. Why is USC at number 16? First of all, where did USC even must come from, right? Where they even must come from? Like, how y'all sneak them in there? So I did a little homework, and I had to go look at USC's schedule, because I'm like, okay, maybe they won a notable game. I'm looking at their schedule. The last 3 games, they only played one ranked team, and that was at 21. Everything else after that, they played Notre Dame. That was ranked number 13. They lost that game. They played Michigan. That's probably how they, kept their little rankings or whatever like that. Michigan was ranked 15 at the time, and they had Illinois at 23, which they lost. So the only way they got into the ranking system was when they played Michigan. I'm trying to see, because y'all beat a little 21 ranked team or whatever like that, y'all get back into the rankings? That's how that's working? No. So I had to do a little bit more homework, right? Guess who USC play? Guess who's up on the schedule? Can y'all guess? USC play Oregon next week. USC play Oregon next week. Oregon is ranked, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Number 8. Number 8. So, you know what I was thinking? We got to put USC up a little bit. Because if Oregon just happened to drop the ball, well, really, I misspoke. Oregon is currently ranked number 6. Oh, Lord. Number 6. So, my thing is, Oregon, number 6. Then they so clever, they put Oregon and Texas Tech at number 6. That's not how that go. But anyway, they got Oregon at number 6. They got USC at number 16. If USC just happened to beat Oregon at number 6, what does that do for the top 12? Now, currently we have Ohio State at number 1, respectfully. We have Indiana at number 2. Still don't understand how that even much came about. You got Texas A&M, who almost blew it to South Carolina. They snuck out that game, winning 31-30. Now, the last game Texas A&M have is against Texas, who's currently ranked at number 17. We gonna get into it. Let's carry on. Georgia at number 4. Ohio Miss at number 5. Oregon at number 6, Texas Tech at number 7, which they both have Oregon and Texas Tech number 6, but they Texas Tech 7, right? You came after them, so you're 7. You got Oklahoma at 8. You got Notre Dame at 9. You have Alabama at 10 because they just lost. You got BYU at 11. Now, I said something about BYU. I did say something about BYU on one of my takes that, maybe they deserve to be in the top 12. But I think I was only speaking that because I was seeing some of the teams they had in the top 12 that I didn't believe should have been there. And I was like, you better off putting BYU in there. But BYU going to be on the outside looking in. And that's down bad how they doing them dudes. But anyway, you got a team that I predicted to be in the top 12 by the time this thing was all said and done and solidified. And that's Vanderbilt. All right. Now, let's backtrack a little bit. Indiana should not be in this top 12. Why? I don't know, but I had to think about it. They supposedly have the top quarterback of the 2026 NFL draft. Yeah. So, you got to put the man on some type of stage, and, we're going to go ahead on and congratulate him for that. Now, with that being said, let that be a New York Giants problem, not a New Orleans Saints problem. You know what I'm saying? I think we found what we needed to have in Tyler Strutt. But anyway, let's carry on. Let's keep the program. Okay, right. Now, BYU at number 11. They had a weak schedule. Now, like I said, I did say they deserved to be in the top 12. That was only based off of who was currently in the top 12. And I was just hypothetically saying they could replace BYU with this particular team. Well, they actually did it. Somebody must have saw I disagree with Earl and said, you know what? Earl make a lot of sense. Let's go ahead on and do that. Nah, y'all not going to keep stealing from me. Y'all not. Y'all gonna have to start paying me a little something. We can talk numbers. Just reach out to me. I'm working on an agent right now. We can make this thing work. But y'all not gonna keep stealing my ideas now. All right, bet they did that like that. Now Alabama is ranked number 10 currently. Why y'all keep trying to force Alabama into this top 12? Right? Now Alabama just lost to Oklahoma that was ranked at number 11. Alabama lost 23-21. Good game, right? Now. Stay walk with me. Alabama lost to a number 11 ranked team, right? Alabama at the moment was ranked, I believe, at like number 5 or something like that, right? Now, Alabama at 10, Oklahoma at 8. That's nasty work. BYU only lost 1 game. Alabama lost 2. Why BYU not 10 and Bama 11? I'm just trying to make this thing make a little bit sense, right? Okay, now, you got Georgia Tech out here. You could put Georgia Tech where BYU at. See, what they doing is this. They setting everything up the way it needed to be set up because I told y'all, I believe Ohio State is going to lose to Michigan. Guess what Michigan ranked at right now? 18. First off, I'm down bad, and I'm sorry for this. Shout out to my hometown college football team, Tulane University, for cracking the top 25 in the NCAA power rankings. Tulane is currently ranked number 24. Yes, Lord. One more time for Tulane. Put a little 1-2 on. That's for Tulane, baby. Y'all could have go ahead on and put Tulane where y'all got Miami at number 14, because for the life of me, I don't understand how Georgia Tech is under Miami. Hey, man, I'm just a guy, man. And guess what? Georgia has to play Pittsburgh. That's ranked at number 22. That's going to be an interesting game. What happens if Georgia falls to Pittsburgh number 22? What happens, right? Why Miami still hanging around? I have no idea. But we shall see how that works out. Now, Texas, Arch Manning, come here. You have been progressing. I must say, you have been progressing. So I'm not going to go ahead on and give you no BTA. I'm going to let you live. I'm not going to give you no BTA. But I am going to say this. You have an opportunity to do something that they put you in position to do. What is that, you may ask? Okay, well, you have to play Georgia. Georgia is ranked number 5. Right? I don't agree with Texas being in the top 12 because they just not ready yet. They don't have the quarterback. They don't have the swagger. They don't have the aura to be in the top 12 right now. Me personally, this top 12 is trash. It's just pure trash. I don't like it at all. It's nasty work. It's set up for something that's beyond our control. It seemed like they trying to force some teams that didn't do what they needed to do throughout the season to be in the position they needed to be in. And if I'm y'all, I'm filtering through these next games, these next 2 weeks, and I'm picking underdogs. That's just what it is. I already like the underdog because nobody never believed, but I like the underdog. So if you betting on college football these next 2 weeks, you best believe it's gonna be a lot of upsetting going on because these power rankings ain't in the position that they want these teams to be in. I can tell you that now. They setting it up real nice. I already did the homework. I done gave you a few little plays on who play who and what's going on, and that's just what it is. Now, Tulane cracked this code to be top 25 team, right? They had an opportunity to do something real special when they played Ole Miss that was ranked number 10 at the time. Now, Ole Miss is currently ranked number 5, right? But, they missed it, but they still made a way to make it to where they needed to be. Now, I like that. That's the national stage. Now, that's that for football, college football, man. Oh, you know what, too? Arch Manning. Let me talk about it. They lost to Georgia. They had an opportunity to do something, but they lost to Georgia. They lost 35-10. Horrible. That was horrible. Horrible. That was wrong one. That was wrong one, too. Just horrible. Just horrible. Arch Manning went 27 for 43, 251 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception with 62.8 passing completion rate. It's okay. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But the you know what? That's that. That's what happened with that. That's that. I'm not gonna work my nerves with this. I'm just real excited to see what the future holds for this coming up for this weekend that's upcoming because it's gonna be a lot of what's going on. It's gonna be a lot of this going on. There's gonna be a lot of that going on. So we done with that. Now let's get into it, baby. 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 First off, give it up for these people that I am about to announce. This is shout out moment. This is shout out moment. I want to go ahead on and shout out Jacoby Brissett. He lost to the 49ers, and that's not why we're shouting him out. We're shouting it out because this young man went 47 for 57 on his completion and attempts. He went 400 for 52 yards. He went 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. I'm taking that. That's beautiful. To step inside that quarterback position and to do the things that he has been doing for the last couple of weeks. Just marvelous. One more time for that guy. Now, I want to say this. Bryce Young. Come on, give it up for Bryce Young, man. Golly, get one more time for Bryce Young, man. Bryce Young performed as the quarterback the Carolina Panthers drafted. This young man, not only did he have a nice, impressive game, but this young man squeezed out another good win for the Carolina Panthers by the score of 30-27 against the Atlanta Falcons, a division game that was desperately needed by the Carolina Panthers. This young man went 31 for 45, 448 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. We had no turnovers. That young man had no turnovers. On top of that, they won the game. Now, Josh Allen. Hey, man, you can't be a hater when you in this world, bro. Josh Allen did what Josh Allen needed to do. Josh Allen went 19 for 30, 317 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. But at the end of the day, Josh Allen beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 44-32. Give it up for Josh Allen, man. Give it up for Josh Allen, man. Now, we got Bo Nick, man. Give it up for Bo Nick. On top of that, I won't give it up for Papa Bell Sean. Denver came out that game against the Kansas City Chiefs, who are losing their identity. They are like a teenager in identity crisis stage in their life. Bo Nick went 24 for 37, 295 yards. Nah, he had no touchdown, he had no interception. But guess what he do have? A dub. He got a dub. Yeah, right now. Devon Achane, that little dude there. Miami snuck away with a nice win in Washington. Overseas, 16-13 in overtime. This young man had 21 carries, 120 yards. And, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? No take them. But it's okay. They won the game. Now, Sean Tucker. Man, give it up for Sean Tucker. Sean Tucker filled in for injured running back field over there in Tampa Bay. This young man went 19 carries, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, and 1 touchdown in the air, man. You give it up for that man. One more time for that guy, man. You got Bijan Robinson, he went 23 carries, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry went 18 carries, 103 yards, 1 touchdown. You got Chase Brown went 18 carries, 99 yards, no touchdowns. That's cool. We got Michael Wilson filled in for Herb Harrison. He came in that thing, got 15 catches. Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. One more time for that young man. 15 catches, 185 yards. Unfortunately, no touchdowns. George Pickens, he need to be studied. George Pickens need to be studied. I like George Pickens, dude. That dude need to be studied. They need a study on George Pickens, man. I like George Pickens, dude, bro. I really do. I like his little sweat. He got a nice little aura about him. He had 9 catches, 144 yards, 1 touchdown. You know what I'm saying? You got all right, you got the rookie over there, McMillan, over there in Carolina. He went 8 catches, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, man. Shout out for that young man. You got Drake London. He came back from the dead, 7 catches, 119 yards. Unfortunately, no touchdowns. And you got Trey McBride. Give it up for that young man. He had 10 catches, 115 yards, and 1 touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Do you hear me? Okay. Now, let's get into this one. Aaron Rodgers, go ahead on and retire, my boy. Go ahead on and let it go. This is a young man game. This is a man's game. You too old, my boy. Them bones fragile. Yes, Lord. Now, Aaron Rodgers reportedly do not need surgery. A return is questionable. TBD. We do not know, to be determined. But he will not need surgery. But my advice to him, he needs to retire. That's what he needs to do. Now, things about to get real interesting in Pittsburgh because there's a lot going on in the AFC, and we'll get into that later. Just stick around and hold on. All right, Jamar Chase, you're toe up, and you're disrespectful. You're toe up, and you're disrespectful. Jalen Ramsey did not deserve that. I don't care what he told you. That man did not spit on you, dog. You took something inside your body and put it outside your body on another human being, bro, in a place where it did not have to be. And you lucky that's the only type of interaction that you had got in that particular moment from Jalen Ramsey, bro. That's just nasty work, bro. You don't do nothing about that, bro. You don't do that, bro. Real talk. That was just Come here. Matter of fact, turn around. Cause you ain't had that to do. You mad cause y'all losing? You ain't had that to do. Cause you mad because y'all had to win that game because that was going to determine if Joe Burrow came back for that Thanksgiving game when y'all play the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson and them, because all y'all struggling right now. Ain't none of y'all currently holding no playoff spot. So you got mad and you took your anger out on Jalen Ramsey because his team sitting at number 4 in the NFL playoff picture, and you mad you not a part of that? You tore up, boy. I don't like that, bro. I don't condone those type of activities. Now, the NFL suspended Jamar Chase for 1 game. Nah, they had to make the standard. And we also have to understand, too, it's a money grab. Now, you suspend Jamar Chase for more than 2 games. Guess what happens, ladies and gentlemen? Jamar Chase don't play for Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen. Guess who already possibly not going to be playing for Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen? Joe Burrow, ladies and gentlemen. So, is it fair? Is it right? Subjective, right? It's subjective. But they had to stay within standard because guess who else had that same type of interaction at the beginning of the season? Jalen Carter for the Philadelphia Eagles, defensive tackle. He spat on Dak Prescott. And they only gave him basically 1 game because he played one down, 1 series, and they considered he got ejected that game. So they considered that as his 1 game suspension. You know what I'm saying? So they had to stay within standard, but they also couldn't up the punishment for this incident happening again, which it did, because now you interfering with the money. You interfering with the viewership. They're not about to do that, especially on Thanksgiving. Especially, they're not about to do that. Especially if Joe Burrow still do wind up coming back and playing. They're not about to be without no Jamal Chase. Nah, the best game of the week, give it up for these two teams, man. Buffalo Bills, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Boy, that was a good game, boy. They had like what, eight lead changes? This is like you watching basketball and football for them. Jeez Louise. Like, it was just one more time for them teams, man. That was a good game, man. Now, Baker Mayfield did not have a good game. He did not. I repeat, Baker Mayfield did not have a good game. But guess who had a good day in the lab? That was Josh Allen. That young man threw for 3 touchdowns. That young man ran for 3 touchdowns. That young man was the cause for the Buffalo Bills to put 6 touchdowns on the board. One more time for Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen. Yes, Lord. Now, who didn't have a good day in the lab and almost blew everything up was Justin Fields. Man, what? Man, Justin Fields just didn't adapt well in the NFL yet. I don't know what to say about it, man, because I don't know, man, but I think this kind of like the end of the road for Justin Fields when it comes to the NFL quarterback position. I think he either going to have to figure something out. Maybe he might have a Geno Smith type of career. You know how Geno didn't come in, adapting well to the lead, and then he found a spot in Seattle, and now he over there in Las Vegas, but as of right now, things are not looking promising for Justin Fields. And if I'm Aaron Glenn, I understand what you're trying to do. I understand what you want to do, but you just have to understand what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to make the switch. It's time to go ahead on and put Tyrod Taylor in the game and let him finish the season out. Give y'all team the best opportunity possible to, finish this thing out strong on a high note. You know what I mean? Justin Fields just not adapting well right now to the NFL. Like I said, who knows what the future holds for him? But he needs to figure it out quickly. Because you had a chance in Chicago, you had an opportunity in Pittsburgh, and that was the reason why you got the opportunity in New York. You know what I'm saying? From what you displayed in Pittsburgh. Now, man, I just hope he figure it out. I hope things work out the way it's supposed to. Miami Dolphins snuck away with a sneaky win overseas. Now, it's a long shot for the Dolphins to make the playoffs. It really is, but it's not impossible. It's not over. It's not over. McDaniels needed that win. I like that win for him because that man don't deserve to be having his name mentioned with, coach firing and anything negative pertaining to him not being a Miami head coach. His name do not need to be associated with it. So I'm glad they was able to sneak away with that win in Berlin. I'm happy about that. I like what the Dolphins have done and what they doing with McDaniels over there. I really do. I feel like they have everything they need in place to continue to have success in Miami. Sometimes things don't work the way they need to work, and that's okay. We'll try again next year. But he developed a culture, in my opinion, from what I see on the outside looking in, a very relatable culture, and it's happening. It's just things just not going the way they wanted to go this year. And that's just life, and that's football. That's just how that thing go. Now, Texas, y'all almost blew it. You did something beautiful last week, and now you almost did something devastating this week. Ooh, but they didn't do it. Almost don't count, right? Right. You know what I'm saying? But Texas snuck away 16-13, you know what I'm saying? Tennessee Titans didn't have no rush game. None at all. Like, it was no rush game. Like, I don't even think no running back or the quarterback himself rushed over 10 carries. Attempted 10 carries. I don't even think that even much happened. I don't even think that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? But Cam Ward, he will get better. I believe he will be okay in this league. I think he have everything he needs to be successful. That explains why he went number 1. Tennessee Titans going to be all right. Just give him some time. Now, the upset game of the week was the Jags over the Chargers. The Jags over the Chargers. Oh, my, give it up for the Jags. That was a game the Jaguars desperately needed, though. Because the Jaguars was looking kind of iffy and shaky. Now, they holding on by a thread right now in the playoffs. They 6-4, but keep in mind, the Jaguars started off 4-1. When this season first kicked off, week 5, they were 4-1. They are currently sitting at 6-4, so they desperately needed that win, especially against an AFC team. They desperately needed that. So shout out to the Jaguars for that winning 35-6 over the Chargers. Man. Since we talking about game of the week, let's talk about game of the week. Man. I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who need to get involved. I don't know who blind and who not in a position they need eyes to have. But things need to change quickly and immediately. I know what I said. Quickly and immediately. Yeah, I said it just like that. Like Birdman. Are you finished? Are you done? Yeah, quickly and immediately. It needs to happen. Because that was the real game of the week. Now, either quarterbacks played well. Right? Either quarterbacks. Ain't no way Hurts scoring for 135 yards and they winning games. Ain't no way Jared Goff played the way he played and they winning games. But I'm going to tell you what did happen. Detroit do what Detroit identity was built to do, and that's overcome. That's do what we know Detroit built to do, and that's forward tough. They in Detroit. That's what forward, they in Detroit, right? You know what I'm saying? So what happened was this. It was 4th down. Detroit got the ball back towards the end of the game. No, I'm lying. It was like 3rd and 10 or 4th and 10. Eagles got the ball. They need a first down. They throw the ball, call Hut. They throw the ball to A.J. Brown. It was a bad throw. It was uncatchable in my opinion. The cornerback played excellent defense. And that referee threw a flag and said pass interference. But when the Saints in 2018 played the Los Angeles Rams in the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana, the game before the Super Bowl, Drew Brees dropped back, threw that ball, and Tommy Lee Lewis was hit 3 yards short before the ball was even much in his proximity, and that referee refused to throw a flag, and the New Orleans Saints did not go to the Super Bowl that year. Not only that, the Rams went to the Super Bowl in Atlanta, my second home, and didn't even score a touchdown. Back to the story at Taz. That was the real game of the week. The final score for that game was what, 16-6? No, 16-9. 16-9. The final score was 16-9. Why y'all didn't want to see Detroit win? Like, what I'm missing? Y'all want us to believe the Eagles that good so everybody could load up on the Eagles in the playoffs and they be a first round exit and y'all get y'all money back? That's what we doing? Because this is a lot that I don't really understand and I ain't grasping right now. I'm mad again now. I'm mad. I'm a madman. I'm a madman. Come on, man. NFL, y'all got to do that better, man. They need some sanctions on these referees, man. These referees need sanctions, man. It's too much money involved, man. Y'all made that legal for us to bet, man. Come on now. Get right now. Tighten up, baby. Come on now. That was bad, man. That was bad refereeing. That was bad officiating, man. Need sanctions. And commissioner, if you have the power to overcome some stuff, you need to do it. You need to enforce the law. Enforce it. What you doing? I don't never see you do nothing controversial. I need you to start doing some controversial stuff. As the commissioner, you getting paid to do nothing. You acting like a mediator. You are the commissioner. Your word is law. Let's move on, man. That made me mad. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. The Rams and the Seahawks going to be the best playoff game to date. I promise you that. They going to see each other again. Because Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions, his worst game to date. Matthew Stafford played horrible, his worst game to date. And the final score was the Rams 21, Seattle 19. I promise you that's going to be a playoff game that we all going to want to see. And it's going to happen. I promise you, they're going to see each other again. The Rams, they have no rush game. They only rush 22 times as a team. You can't do nothing if you can't throw the ball. And it's like Matthew Stafford only had 1 target. He only threw the ball to what the man name is? Number 12. Pacquiao. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Stop acting crazy, man. He threw the ball to him the whole game. Only person had more than over one catch was the tight end. Everybody else had one catch. I don't know what that was about. Maybe that one should have been real game of the week too, because that didn't make no sense. Now, I want y'all to give it up for my dog. Who that is, you may ask? Sean Payton, baby. Sean Payton, baby. Yes, sir. Man, Denver, do it again. Denver, do it again. I love it, dog. That's that Sean Payton effect. Yes, he was the head coach for the New Orleans Saints for a very long time. 15 plus years. Bought us our first Super Bowl. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, Lord. One more time for that. Yes, Lord. And he bought that culture, and he bought what he bring to the table to the Denver Broncos. Yes, Lord, one more time. Man, boy. Now look, that was some good distribution by Bo Nick. You know, he ain't had no touchdown, he had no turnovers, but he had a lot of good distribution. He really did. I really like what I seen from him. Patty P, your number has been pulled. Your card has been pulled. What's going on out there in Kansas City? The world will never know. You know what I'm saying? The world will never know. But they didn't have no rush game. They only rushed 14 times total as a team. You not going to be successful in this league if you do not establish a run game. Now, Patty P did not play well at all. He haven't, in my opinion, hasn't been playing well since last year for real. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's cockiness. I don't know what's going on, but this is a very humbling experience for Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I know it is. This is a very humbling experience. I know it is. You know what I'm saying? And guess who's shaking back? Give it up for Jim Harbaugh and this team. John Harbaugh, I should say. One of the brothers. Anyway, the Ravens shaking back, and I like to see it because they deserve it. I like to see it, and they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was looking real spooky. It was looking real spooky for the Baltimore Ravens. But they found their stroke, and they shaking back. And I like what I see, and I like what's going on. See, they doing their job. They making their games interesting. They upping their viewership when they playing somebody. I need the Bengals to do the same thing. Because we want to see something interesting for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Now, Dylan Gabriel, he was exited out the game early. He had a concussion. He had to go ahead. He was looking good before he left out of there too, man. I add. Now, let me back up a little bit. Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson, you took it too literal when we say you run the ball too much and you need to throw. We get the point now, brother. I ain't gonna lie, brother. Like 4 carries, 10 yards, brother. Come on, brother. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Like it's like you don't even want to run, brother. You taking sacks like that's something you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna need you to just at least take care of y'all, my boy. You know you got my drift. You know what I'm saying? Like come on now, walk with me now, but walk with me. You feel me? And I need D-Hop to get more involved. You don't go get a talent like that and the man only get 1 catch 11. Like, come on, brother. 1 catch 11 yards, brother. What is that, brother? What we talking about? That's D-Hop, baby. Come on now. I need to get the man more involved. You know what I'm saying? You took that not running too literal, but I like you do. You know what I'm saying? But you can run a little bit more, brother. At least give me, you know what I'm saying, like 25 pieces. You know what I'm saying? We'd be cool with that. But anyway, Dylan Gabriel played good before he exited the game with a concussion. Now, Shador Sanders was thrown into the fire. He was presented with a task that's very hard to do. It's very hard to do. But a lot of bad habits was displayed. And I know he's going to clean it up. They're going to watch film. I hope Dylan not able to go next week so we can see Shador with a beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? And we can properly critique. Now, right now, we can't critique that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for any quarterback to come into a game, especially a game like that. Like that was a very intense, close game. You know what I'm saying? And be placed with that type of task. You know what I'm saying? So that comes back to always being ready because you just never know when your number gonna be called. You gotta always be ready to go because that was the highlight moment of his career. Believe it or not, he go out there, funk the place up in a good way, win that game, make some beautiful throws. He ain't even had to make all the throws, but just make them situational good throws, and y'all come out with the dub. That would have been a highlight moment in his career, and then that would have created a lot of headlines. That would have created a lot of media spin. It really would have. Now, only thing we get to talk about instead of talking about performance, what I'm saying is they talking about how his house was broken into. The media play too many games, bro. So I hope Dylan not able to go, but I do hope he's okay moving forward. But I hope he's not able to go next week so we could get a beginning to end evaluation on Shedeur Sanders. Now, let's talk about something. Carolina getting these sneaky wins like I mentioned. But guess what time it is, baby? Before Michael Penix exit the game, he was looking real sharp too. 13 for 1,675 yards with no turnovers. He had no touchdown, but he had no turnovers either. But guess who we get to see back in action, baby? Kirk Cuddy, baby. Kirk Cuddy, baby. It's time to show Minnesota what they've been missing on, baby. You should never let me go, baby. Oh, yeah, it's Kirk Cuddy time, baby. It's time, baby. It's time. But I like that distribution I seen from Bryce Young, too, boy. That boy. Ooh, that was a good game, boy. I like what I seen from that boy. Now, let's get into this playoffs. You got the Eagles and the NFC. I'm going to go NFC. You got the Eagles and the NFC looking good, right? They're at number 1. You got the Rams at number 2. I told y'all the Rams on the come up. You got the Bears at number 3. I told you the Bears was on the come up. All right. You got Tampa Bay still at number 4. You got Seattle at number 5. You got the Packers at number 6. I told you they was on the snowfall effect. Amen. Say amen. You got the 49ers at number 7. You got Detroit at number 8. You got the Panthers at number 9. And you got that team still hanging around now by a thread. Dallas at number 10. Now, let's get into this. The AFC. Now, whoever would have thought, right? You got the Broncos at number 1. You got the Patriots at number 2. You got the Colts at number 3. You got the Steelers at number 4. You got the Bills at number 5. You got the Chargers at number 6. Surprisingly, you got the Jaguars at number 7. You got Houston on the come up. Told you, they wasn't out this thing. At number 8. You got the Chiefs at number 9, and you got the Baltimore Ravens at number 10. And, I just throw it out there just because. But you still got the Dolphins and the Bengals at 11 and 12, respectfully. But this is going to be interesting in the AFC. The NFC interesting, too. But this AFC going to get real, real interesting. Because let me tell you something. You got Pittsburgh, semi-Bills, but I guess it's safe to say the Bills going to the playoffs. But see, the Chargers, the Jags, and the Steelers, it's looking spooky. Because you got teams like Tennessee, the Chiefs always find a way, and Baltimore on a hot streak. That just, I don't know, man. Hey, man, say, man. Things getting spooky out here, man. I don't know, man. Hey, people got to figure something out. But I'm really disturbed by the red game of the week this week. Because that was just too obvious that something bigger was at play. Something way bigger was at play. They got to figure that out. But guess what, y'all? Guess what? Till next time.
Yeah. Who run it? You know you're acting like it down now. You run it. You know but you're acting like it down now. Who run it? You know you're acting like it down now.